My name is Jake Porter. I am the Climate Adaptation Coordinator with the City of Thunder Bay. So what I try and do as part of my work is I help the city and groups around the city prepare for, respond to, and recover from impacts of climate change. Well, one of the main focuses that I look at directly is, of course, climate change. This is obviously it is a global issue that impacts everyone. And as we are looking locally, we are looking at more intense storms. We are looking at more intense weather. We are looking at species that normally could not establish a foothold in our area. Yeah. And as we're dealing with this, we're having the challenges of maintaining the green space that we have, our species, our biodiversity, which helps provide us resilience against the impacts of climate change. The ones that have gotten the most attention have, of course, been flooding. There've been forest fires. There have been, but we are seeing a rise in things that we haven't experienced too much of before in Thunder Bay, like extreme heat. Over the past few years, sometimes we've had 10, 15 days of plus 30 weather, whereas our historical norms are around 2 days of plus 30 weather each and every year. And by 2050, we're expecting that to be over 20 days of plus 30 each and every year. We're seeing more smoke. We are hosting evacuees over time. I'm from communities all across Northern Ontario. And that really highlights one of the big concerns with climate change and one of the big concerns of this global environmental impact and how it impacts us here in Thunder Bay is that climate change is not fair. People who are going to be hit harder, who are going to experience more from climate change, already are experiencing social inequities. A lot of the time we will refer to this as environmental or climate justice. Say if someone is not wealthy, they are more likely to live in an area of the city that has less canopy cover, so they're experiencing more heat, less shade, and they are less likely to experience, to have full insurance and to be able to recover as well after the impacts of a climate disaster. Or they might not have a comfortable relationship with some of the groups who would be providing disaster recovery services following an emergency. A lot of the time, we are splitting vulnerability into how exposed is someone to this, how likely are they to be hit? So are they more likely to live in a flood zone? Are they likely in an exposed area without trees? How sensitive are they? Are they hit harder? So does someone have chronic illness? If smoke comes into the city, we are seeing people who are young, elderly with chronic illness experiencing more of an impact from that. And what is their capacity to recover? So some of that is, what are your monetary means? What are your access to insurance? What are your ability to navigate the system of disaster recovery? So climate change is an environmental issue, but that is global, that impacts us locally, and really exacerbates a lot of the social issues that we are already experiencing.